angels, welcome back to my channel, and this is Moni Love. Angels, wherever parts of the world you're in, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Right now it is 1 p.m. I am back home here in Marina del Rey. So Angel, I just got back home from Northern California after a full 10-day trip, and right now I am barely recovering from a long trip. So Angels, in today's video, I want to tell you how Shiba Inu funded my whole entire trip, and I will tell you how. Let's get into it. So Angels, this is how it all started. Do you remember my friend Tony, you know, the expert?
The most important thing about cars is like finding a beautiful woman. There's certain things that you will accept and there's certain things that you don't want to accept.
So a few months back, Tony and I had a discussion about investing, where to invest and what to invest, how to invest, and all that good stuff, right? So he suggested Shiba Inu. Guys, I am not a financial advisor either. This is how it all started. I'm just giving you all really detailed information from the beginning to the end. So Tony and I had a nice discussion, hours long, days and nights over the phone and through text messages. Anyways, long story short, I got into Shiba Inu, but it's like really low. So I just put in a couple of dollars, and within months, I just made good amount of money with just a couple of dollars. So wait, hold on. Oh yeah, okay. So from a couple of dollars to like so much money that I made in just a few months, I decided to cash it out and travel. So as I was saying, I made some money on Shiba Inu and I cashed it out. Called Sarah, one of my best friends, and I told her, girl, I want to take a long vacation. I want to take you with me. All you gotta do is help me out, film my channel, film my experience, film our experience together, film my experience, and I'll pay for your whole entire vacation. Does that make any sense? And she said yes, and we packed our bags and we left. And I mean, I paid for the whole entire vacation, and that goes with transportation, gas, hotel, food, drinks, activities, souvenirs, whatever it is, it's all paid for. Beautiful! Hi, this is Shiba Inu, and this is the owner. Hi. Are you invested? Into Shiba Inu?
Shiba coin?
Yeah.
I have a little bit, like $25.
Oh my god, you should get more. I am not a financial advisor. Oh my god, you're so cute. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Aww. What's his name?
Bjorn.
Oh, Eon. Beyond.
Yeah,
Beyond.
like a Nordic name. Bjorn.
Beyond. Beautiful, thank you. So the first destination is in San Jose, California, and that's about 5.5 hours away from here to there. During the drive up, we enjoyed the nature, we enjoyed the scenery, we enjoyed like the car ride with each other and all around us, and we were having so much fun, like just talking and playing card games. I bought a tons of my usual favorite snacks, which is the Cheetos, all the Asian snacks. And the first thing we did right when we arrived to San Jose, Sarah and I checked into the hotel, and then we changed our clothes and we went to Monopoly Park. The Monopoly experience was a lot of fun because I was the only one playing, and I thought it was so much fun, even though it was by myself and Sarah was just filming it and we're just both cracking up. It was like so much fun. And then after that, we had dinner at this Mosaic restaurant, which is in a Sheraton hotel. So the next day, we went to the Japanese Friendship Garden in San Jose, and the garden was so big, huge for just a little town of San Jose. And Sarah and I, we saw a lot of plants, we saw a lot of bees, a lot of insects just chillaxing there. We saw a lot of flowers and greenery, and it was so nice, so peaceful, so zen. But definitely I would recommend that people go on over there, enjoy the Japanese garden. And also, one thing that I should not leave out is that if you go at the right time, the water at the Japanese garden will be flowing all around the whole entire park. By the time we left the garden, we felt so at ease, so at peace, and so sleepy. So So after the Japanese Friendship Garden, we went to the Japantown. So Japantown, it is so adorable. It is so cute. It has Japanese characters, a Japanese grocery store. So while in Japantown, I even had the chance to try out the famous pizza joint, which is J-Town Pizza Company. And what Sarah and I ordered, we ordered the Japanese street pizza. And what it has is the shiitake mushrooms, the romaine lettuce, green onion, Japanese sweet mayo, the furikake seasoning, sesame oil, nori, and hoisin sauce, full of cheese. Wow. It tastes like cheese. And what I really love about Japantown is I just love the old houses and the temples. And I just also love the stories that are engraved on the benches all around town. Our next location, we went to Santana Row. And my first thought is when we got there is how much Santana Row reminds me of Beverly Hills Rodeo Drive. It's an outdoor mall. It is all fancy shops and a lot of outdoor dining and a lot of people are just walking around. There's also farmers market, and I also got to meet a lot of great people. Guy who modeled for his own car, the Thunderbird, and then these beautiful, gorgeous girls, and then a couple of guys who gave me suggestions where to eat, what to do, and he was so proud of his friend that he gave me their 5-star restaurant. And then the next day we left San Jose and we went to San Francisco, which is about an hour and a half away from San Jose. And before we got into San Francisco, we stopped at the Waterpalgas, which is this another gorgeous garden that you all must go to. And it's all nothing but a lot of tall trees, a lot of greeneries, a lot of grass, and that place is so well kept. And there was a lot of people just taking pictures of the whole place, and I was just goofing off. Actually, no, I love being there. I was praying actually before I left. That place made me feel so relaxed, so zen, and so at peace with myself. I really enjoyed my time there. So right after Waterpalgas Temple, we went to Mom's Tofu in San Francisco, and upon entering Mom's Tofu, I feel like a family vibe. Even though I was the only one there, Sarah and I, we were the only one there for lunch, and I just feel like, oh my gosh, yes, everything was so clean and fresh, and customer service was right on track. I hear the chef cooking in the back. If I remember correctly, I ordered the galbi meat, the galbi beef, and then with all the dishes that comes out with that meal. And it just reminds me it is family style but single style. So they have many different dishes that you can enjoy and lots of veggies and meat and soup. Oh, the soup was amazing. It is came out just right. It came out really hot and fresh and sizzling, and you crack an egg in there. But I enjoy the food so much. I really love hot food, and of course, I'm Asian and gotta have Asian food. Could go no wrong with that. So then after lunch, we got so tired and we decided to just go to the room and check into our hotel and freshen up for the next day. So our next location was Soto Mar's Osteria and Seafood Restaurant. Oh my gosh, upon entering there, it was such a tiny little spot, but it was famous for their seafood, for their big bowls of mixed seafood. It was so good. Upon Googling what is there to do in San Francisco or things to eat, number one spot was Soto Mar Osteria and Seafood Restaurant that popped up everywhere. That bowl was mixed with all kinds of different seafood, crabs and lobsters and different fish and clams. Oh my gosh, I can go on and on and on forever, but this dish was so delicious. I think that if I do go back to San Francisco, it's only purposely to go there and eat that. And the following morning, Sarah and I woke up super early just to get onto Alcatraz Island because we didn't want to miss the boat. So to get to the Alcatraz Island, Sarah and I, we have to get on the boat. We did not want to miss the boat, so we woke up super early to get there an hour and a half on time because we didn't want to miss the boat. An hour and a half before the boat left, before everybody boards. Being in jail in Alcatraz Island, it was so much fun. Actually, a little scary, but you know, it was an experience. Everything was antique. See and experience being a prisoner is like, not the full entire experience where I was a real prisoner. If you know what I mean. Does that make any sense? All jokes aside, I really like appreciate and value the tour. The tour was really fun. It was Sarah loved it, loved all the stories behind it. But before leaving Alcatraz Island, Sarah and I were able to shop at the souvenir store for ourselves. We bought jackets and a couple of books and photos of the Alcatraz Island or something like that. I cannot remember. It was already like a few months back now. But yes, we enjoyed Alcatraz Island. Now we have memories forever. So after the Alcatraz Island, we went to Fisherman's Wharf to get lunch. And just walking around Fisherman's Wharf, it was a lot of fun because there was so much stores to get into, so many souvenir stores, souvenir shops, so many clothing stores and restaurants galore, like so many people. It was packed that day. But Sarah and I end up stopping at Supreme Crab Seafood House, and I ordered the lobster and oysters, and it was very fresh. That fresh. And then we wanted some dessert. So we stopped by the chocolate store, and the chocolate store has everything. To me, I think it is definitely very healthy because it has insects, and a lot of them have vegan choices, and definitely ice cream and chocolate and lots of candies. A lot of them are natural sugar. So yeah, we enjoy that store a lot. And overall experience at the Fisherman's Wharf, I really enjoy sightseeing and walking around town looking for food and just reading the reviews, trying to see what restaurants is good, and everything was really good. So our next stop was the Golden Gate Park, and this park was massive. I had no idea how big it was. It was so big that I couldn't find the Golden Gate Bridge from that park, because that was my plan to be there. And I do love the Ferris wheel, but the Ferris wheel was so many people, it was so long, the line was so long, and the ride up there was so high, and back down was too long that I didn't think that we would have enough time to, you know, stay. So I just didn't get on it. But yes, I think that was my favorite of the entire park, was the Ferris wheel. And they have tons of activities. A lot of people brought their dogs, and parents was playing with their kids. It was a lot of fun watching the dad running around chasing his two little boys in the park. And I think that was really fun to witness. You can order food. There's a lot of food stands and coffee shops and museums. There are museums all sides of the park. So Angels, after Golden Gate Park, we went to the bridge. We went to the Golden Gate Bridge finally. And on the drive to Golden Gate Bridge, we went up into the mountains. We went a little further up. We ended up like really high up in the mountains, right next to the bridge, and the view was gorgeous. I mean, we couldn't get the whole view of the bridge clearly just because of the massive fog just falling onto the bridge, and just I don't know. I loved it, even though I cannot get it like very clear, but it was just so fun. I loved the wind blowing my hair, and I was taking selfies. Me and Sarah were just taking lots of pictures, and we have a lot of video footage. When you see the bridge, there's a huge fence around the bridge, so no one can tamper with anything. There's a lot of people that put a lock of love. They'll put those locks, and then they'll sign it. They'll put their name and their loved one's name forever, and then what's their anniversary date. It is all over that. Sarah and I didn't even bring a lock. So after spending like 3-4 days in San Francisco, we left. We're heading to Santa Barbara. But before Santa Barbara, we made a pit stop to this wine tasting winery. We saw a little sign off the exit that says winery. So we exit and turn, and we kind of got lost along the way, and we just hit up a small winery called Crew Winery. We met Michael, and Michael was extremely nice and showed us around. He showed us all the different flavors of the bottles, and yes, we get to do some wine tasting before we ended up in Santa Barbara. And our next stop is the Santa Barbara Pier. And what we did is we did a lot of sightseeing, and also don't forget we waved to the firemen. It was so silly that me and Sarah did as kids, just waving to fire trucks, firemen, or okay, let me just stop. And one woman goes, "You better come over here. You want to catch a look at this." You know, we accidentally caught the stingray, and yes, sure enough, there's everybody was just trying to help get the stingray out of that fishing rod, and then there are like boats coming in trying to unhook the stingray. Oh my gosh, beautiful moment that I get to capture, and yes. So finally, we ended up at this restaurant. We had lunch, and the food was good. The food was amazing. It was so fresh. The lime on it, the lemon on the fish, that was delicious. If I remember correctly, I think there was bacon in that Bloody Mary with shrimp all around the rims and celery, and it was just nice and tall and big and very delicious. I know I keep saying that, but it is delicious. I had ice cream at the end of the day. Like, that ice cream was delicious. The ice cream was delicious. It was, the cone was hot, and then they put ice cream on top of that cone, and it was just, my goodness, guys, if you guys have the chance, you guys must go to Santa Barbara Pier and experience what I experienced and enjoy what I enjoyed. So next we went to Santa Barbara Mission Garden. It was so cute. They named their garden, they named their plants their names after their workers and people. It was just so cute and gorgeous. It was just so gorgeous and cute. It was just beautiful. Just reminds me of this old rustic look, and especially the church. It was beautiful. And just seeing people gathering and setting up their picnic with their friends and family, and taking family pictures, and eating and drinking there at the park. And after the Santa Barbara Mission, Sarah and I went to grab dinner at Rusty's Pizza. Rusty's Pizza was so fresh out of the oven. It was unbelievable. The crispiness, the cheesiness, and all the meats and veggies all in it. It was freshly made. It took us 20 minutes. And I just remember it was really hot. It was fresh out of the oven, and it was delicious. And guys, last but not least, we ended up our trip at Santa Barbara Zoo. I think the giraffe was wondering, what am I doing? But because it was just standing there looking at me for the longest time. The gorillas looked like they were a little bit mad and didn't want me to be there. And I wish we had more time. I wish that the laws here in America was not so stern, where we can pick up the gorillas, we can, like, you know, pet these, you know, giraffes, and, you know, hold a monkey, something. But I know in Asia we could do all that. Ooh, oh my gosh, Angels, I said it all. I did it all. So Angels, it was all funded by Shiba Inu. And thanks to Sarah, I couldn't do it without you. Filming this whole entire 10-day trip. And we both had a lot of fun. Remember, I am not your financial advisor. I am not your financial advisor. Everything is a risk. You just don't know what tomorrow brings you. You just never know. If you want to make it, you gotta take risk. I am not your financial advisor. Are you investing? Are you investing? Well, you better be. And I will see you on the next one. Again, I'm not your financial advisor. Oh my God, Angels, I forgot one more thing. I forgot to tell you. I put a link on my description below where you can buy your Shiba Inu. Go ahead and click on that link and buy your Shiba Inu.